Here we are again talking about that dirty little word recession. The yield curve has inverted, but over the last 50 years when the yield curve inverts, it's one of the most consistent recession indicators. Most of you are probably asking, what the heck is a yield curve? A yield curve is a way to measure bond investors' feelings about risk, and it can have a tremendous impact on the returns that you receive on your investment. That, coupled with the stock market dropping 800 points in August and bouncing up and down since, has caused a lot of talk about recession being closer than we thought. So what does this mean for the housing market? Hi, I'm Kimberly DeSocio with Galleria International Realty, your South Florida connection. Believe it or not, homeowners in the U.S. have had $6.3 billion in equity in their homes. Today, only 4.1% of homeowners have negative equity. Back in 2010, that number was 25.3%. That's a big difference than where we are today. So as we think about recession and how it compares to the housing market, we need to look at a few factors. With $6.3 billion in equity in homes, homeowners are going to bail out. Also, according to the Urban Institute, over 37% of homes don't even have mortgages on them today. During the last crash, people were taking out equity on their homes and buying boats and cars and using their homes as ATM machines. Today, they're keeping their money in their home. That's why 37% of the homes are mortgage-free and $6.3 billion in equity. Those numbers are great indicators how our housing market's doing. Here's what CoreLogic thinks. They break down their anticipated increase in appreciation. If you look at this graph, all states with the exception of Texas are seeing an increase in appreciation. According to the Home Price Expectation Survey, all the analysts are saying that they're going to see an appreciation between the next 2 to 4 years, depending on how far each organization makes their predictions. The reason I feel it's important to talk about this is because all the hype of the recession, we need to truly know what that means about housing market and not let fear and what happened in the last recession control our thoughts and our emotions and what we should and shouldn't do. As Zillow economist Jeff Tucker states, the housing crash during the Great Recession left a lasting impression. But as we look forward ahead to the next recession, it's important to recognize how unusual those conditions back then really were and the difference in today's market. Rather than an abundance of homes, we're actually in a shortage supply. Rather than risky borrowers taking on adjustable rate mortgages, we have buyers with great credit scores taking out predictable 30-year rate fixed mortgages. The housing market is not nearly as risky as it was 15 years ago. Bottom line is that we are totally different in this time. Remember how easy it was to get a loan back then? Basically, if you were breathing and you can sign your name, you were approved. It's not like that today. Things are totally different. I don't know about you, but I usually like to think in logic and facts, and that's how we need to think of today's market when it comes to housing. In fact, in the last 30 days in Broward County alone, we had a total of 1,139 single-family homes sold and 1,267 condos that were sold. That's approximately 2,400 properties in 30 days, not including commercial properties, construction, and off-market. Guys, pay attention. That's 80 properties a day that were sold in Broward County alone in South Florida. That's a sign of not to worry or have fear. It's important we know the study and the facts. As many times as the media doesn't like to tell us all the facts because they like to keep negative headlines out there so they can boost their ratings and make more sales, I've told all of you this before. My mission is to educate you as much as possible and keep you informed the best I can. As always, if you know someone that could benefit from my information, please like, share, and comment below. Knowledge is power, so let's all share it. I'm Kimberly DeSocio with Galleria International Realty, your South Florida connection to your next property.